Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
These are the dark holes I fell into this week. We got the Mexican naval boat crashes. It's crashing. I don't know if you guys saw it. We got a little video for you if you didn't see it. There's a crashing happening. We got It's Me, Juliet. It's she. Okay, I'm trying to focus on more positive, fun, friendly creators, dude. And she's doing some fun content. It's cooking content that's disgusting, but in a fun, comedic way. And then I started watching her stuff, and then I got into a whole algorithm of disgusting food content. And then I didn't realize that was like a genre that people do. People just do gross, dumb shit with food all the time. I saw a lady make popcorn in her dryer, and I was like, isn't that like a $15,000 video? Because now you fucked your dryer, right? Anyways, and then our title write-in is, I made my apprentice do a shot of my girlfriend's period blood sold as snake blood. The story is nuts. Wow. For that one, we have actually something special that's never happened before. The person wrote in, and they sent in a big voice note. So we have like a call-in, like a caller recording kind of thing. That's kind of cool. That's neat, right? Fun. All today on Dark Holes. All right, guys. A Mexican naval boat crashes in the port or dock or whatever in Brooklyn, and a bunch of people got really fucking hurt. When I first heard this story, someone said, I saw a headline, it was like Mexican naval boat. I was like, why do we have to say that it was Mexican? Why can't we just say like naval boat crashes? And then you see it and there's a gigantic Mexican flag on it. And we're like, kind of hard to miss that part. Kind of hard. You got to kind of blame them. And that's not when I do think about it, it's not like there's some sort of it's not like Chinese female bus driver crashes into the side of a Walmart. Then you go like, oh, there's racial elements in this. There's no racial thing I've ever heard of Mexicans being bad sailors. That's never something. If anything, my impression of Mexican people is that they're great on the water. When I was living in Mexico, they were all driving the boats. That was they killed it, dude. They're very good on a boat. So this event, I'm the most surprised of all of us here about this story right now. I think we should probably check out the video first. Let's see the video, and then we'll check out the article from Reuters, which is apparently very reputable. They do the most non-biased news you can get. So I'm like, dude, we're doing kind of real news today. That's nuts. Pretty cool, right? Haha. All right, Jorge, show me this video of this crash. This is crazy. There's people on the fucking stirrups or whatever they're called for a boat. And they totally messed that up, dude. This is the kind of mistake you make with a U-Haul. This is, oh geez. For the audio listener, they were taking it, and that guy's clinging on for, the guy recording, it's crashing. Like someone's gonna be like, nah.
Did you see the person just fall all the way down?
Wait. Let's watch this through.
Whoa.
One guy goes, it had to be on purpose. We gotta see this.
People up there.
Yeah, dude. There's people on the fucking, what are those called? Bows, sterns, ports, seaboard? I'm just saying boat words.
What just happened? It's crashing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Okay, one more time. I need to hear this.
That had to be on purpose.
Okay, got it. It had to be on purpose. Dude, what kind of stunt do you think they're running in the port, dog? You think that what are they, Jorge, what are those called? The things?
The mast?
The mast. The masts are flying off of this fucking thing. They're breaking like toothpicks. But yeah, they literally did like this. Your car can only be like, if your car is above like 7 feet tall, you can't drive in here. They did a classic U-Haul mix-up where you like drive it into a parking garage and then it gets stuck and you go like, fuck, dude. But they did it with like a multi-million-dollar boat. So that's fucking, I mean, people got really hurt. Let's not laugh at the people getting hurt. I was gonna say that's fucking hilarious. It's crazy to make that kind of mistake. Also, these are Navy people. It's like kind of like a sailboat. One of my buddies said it looked like kind of like a booze cruise you sort of do. Was that like their is the Mexican military? Does their Navy use sailboats still? Is that what they're operating on? Do they have cannons? Are they doing like old timey pirate gunpowder shit? I wouldn't put it past them. And if that's what they're doing, I'm joining the Mexican Navy. I would like to get in on that. You're telling me I could join the Mexican Navy. I get a pirate cap and an eye patch? Yo, that's fucking sick, dude. Did you know that the eye patch isn't because you're missing an eye? It's because you would have an eye patch on one eye, and then when you go down into like the guts of the boat, whatever that's called, do you know what the guts are called, Jorge?
I'm not a boat person.
No, a boat person.
It's like the deck or something.
The deck, like the inside, in the deck.
The hole.
The hole. The hull.
Yeah.
When you go down, you flip up the eye patch and then you swap eyes, and then this eye can see because the other eye was like up in the. So that's what the eye patch is for. It's for dual eye, so you don't have to wait for your eyes to adjust when you go down there because you've been standing out in the brightness in the sun and it's pitch black down there. It's for like a night vision sort of thing. Pretty cool. But we got an article here, news article from Reuters, reputable source. I'm a fucking journalist, guys. I guess this isn't journalism. This is like anchoring, I guess. I'm not out in the field interviewing the people. FBI... Oh, wait, what the fuck? Is this the wrong article? Oh, this is just like to the... Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on.
I got the article.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Flip it up. Can you... Oh, but Okay, I might be able to read it off the screen. I have such shitty eyes. I need glasses so bad, guys. It's unbelievable. I walk around my life with just like a casual blindness that happens all the time. Can you throw it in the dock and then I'll just snag it out of the dock? I walk around life with a very casual blindness. Like, it's not really bad, but if stuff's far away, I have trouble seeing it at night. I shouldn't be driving. For sure shouldn't drive at night. I'm like probably like, I don't know, what's like a rhino or something like that. Like I can see you and I could kill you, but not at night. Not at night I can't. I don't know how good a rhino's vision is at night, but I got like some rhino ass eyes, dog. And I need them. I should probably do something about it. Okay. Dude, Mexican boat. We got Mexican Navy tall ship crashes into Brooklyn Bridge, killing two. Two people aided off of this, and then a lot of people got hurt. A female cadet and a male Marine died from their injuries. A Mexican president, Claudia... The Mexican president is a lady? Claudia Sheinbaum tells reporters. Also, Sheinbaum. That doesn't sound Mexican.
Yeah, she's Mexican Jewish.
She's Mexican Jewish. You guys got...
Very controversial pick.
It is controversial pick. Whoa! The Jews are running Mexico?
Yeah.
Wow. They got in everywhere, dude. I didn't even think they wanted Mexico. They don't like spicy food. They're not about that. Like Jews, like they got very sensitive stomachs. Their bowels are easily disturbed. They can't handle a salsa. They're not like no. What are they doing with Mexico? What are they doing with that Mexico stuff? What do they do with the Jews doing down there? Does Mexico have like a big a movie industry?
Yeah, movies and then tourism.
Okay, that's what they want. They want that movie tourism money, dude. Yeah, the Jews are getting in there, dude. You got to keep your eye on them. You got to keep your eye on them. They might be, who knows? They might be if they're the head of your HOA, dude, you got to watch out. Got to watch out. Oh, we're not going to start any anti-Semitism on this podcast, dude. That's fucking crazy. Mexican Navy says 22 injured on board, 19 receiving medical attention. A training vessel mast toppled while sailing under the bridge. Yeah, fucked it up. May 17th, a Mexican Navy sailing ship Festnude. Is that word? What the fuck? Festooned. That's a word I've never seen before. Festnude. Festnude with lights? Festooned with lights, a giant flag crashed into the landmark Brooklyn Bridge Saturday night, shearing the top of its mast, killing 2 people and injuring several others.
Festooned.
Festooned.
Festoon is to adorn with ribbons, garlands, and other decorations.
What the fuck? We're festooning now? Dude, word of the day, dog. See, this is why we normally get our articles from like ABC News or like Fox News or fucking, who knows, a meme I saw. That's where most of my news comes from. You start reading Reuters, you gotta learn. And I stopped learning a long time ago, guys. I'm no longer a learner. Learning's hard. I'll learn some things. This is what I'll learn. So, like, sit down, read a book, educate yourself, learn about the world, that kind of stuff, boring. It makes me sleepy. A 45-minute Hulk tutorial for Marvel Rivals? We're learning! Now learning is fun. Throw that on when you're on the treadmill. Holy shit, time flies. Marvel Rivals highlights fucking make cardio go by so fast, dude. I want to see, like, dude, and the crazy thing is I'm getting closer to death. Marvel Rivals is making time move faster to take me to the grave quicker. It's sucking away my existence, and I'm fine with it, really. I'm like, take it. Let me die. Okay, yeah, the boat is 147, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is real. Okay, Shenbom said Mexico was investigating the cause of the crash that injured the cadets. The cause of the crash that injured the cadets were doing better. What? Shenbom said Mexico Navy was investigating the cause of the crash that injured cadets were doing better. That sentence confuses me. I'm getting confused, guys. I'm getting confused by this article. We're no longer pricking Reuters articles, guys. No more times. These are too many big words. I'm learning stuff about Mexico I never needed to know. I'm learning the president is Jewish. My world's turned upside down right now. I'm not okay with this. What's going to happen to the food? I love Mexican food. Maybe my favorite food, dude. A big old burrito. Dude, it's my favorite shit. Is that going to fuck it up? Are they going to fuck up Mexican food? Are they going to put gefilte fish in the burrito? I don't like it, dude. This is new information. It's scaring me. Okay. That's enough on the Mexican naval vessel. I guess all you need to know is that it fucking crashed, dog. And it fucking sucks. But yeah, let's go on to the next story. Next story. I think I tried to do it was like a wild one. It was like, this is crazy, like real news. And I'm like, that's not what we do here. We do videos of people shitting themselves. That's what goes on here. We should have talked about Diddy, bro. Diddy, did you hear the Diddy stuff?
I've heard some stuff.
Okay, the one thing I heard from the Diddy trial was they're like interviewing Cassie, and they were like, were the male escorts allowed to ejaculate? And she said yes, if once Sean like allowed it. And he said that they would ejaculate on me, and then he would like take the jizz and then rub it on his nipples. That's what he would do. Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's like, I know that's the type of stuff where you hear like old rich people who lived in castles would like bathe in blood. That's the kind of vibe I get from this. Rubbing like a young escort's semen on your nipples is fucking nuts type freak. I'm a freaky dude. That would never. I thought the freak offs were more just like he likes to watch. There's like a cuckery aspect of it, which seems like a lot of these I don't know about a lot, but at least him and Kanye. There's two successful black men in music who are doing the cuckery stuff. And then maybe, who was the guy who potentially Diddy banged in his butt, the rapper that everyone's saying that he fucked?
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill. He might have fucked Meek Mill in the butthole? Dude. There is, my friend Cameron talks about this, and he talks about sexual inflation. And that's basically when you're horny, you keep trying crazier things, and so your horny keeps going higher, and so you need more intense sexual deviancy to satisfy it. And you need to cap it off at a certain point. For most people, you get capped simply by circumstance. You don't have enough money, and you don't have enough resources to freak at a level that is unsustainable. But if you're rich, you got to start it's the same as being like self-employed. I need to go out and I need to go to shows. I need to write my own jokes. I need to work. I need to create my own work, and no one is my boss and no one is really pushing me. Only I push myself. When you're super rich, you need to push yourself back. Because if you want, you could get a lady to fuck a goat. You could do it. You could do it, but you shouldn't. That's bad for you and bad for society. It's bad, like this Diddy story. It's bad for like planetary morale to know that people are doing. Everyone is like a little bit sadder. It's like if the elephant went extinct. If the elephant goes extinct, will you personally really feel it directly? Will like an elephant die and then you'll cry? No. But what happens is you read a headline that goes, "Hey, elephants don't exist anymore," and you go, "Oh, the planet's fucked, the stock market's fucked," and then that energy is bad, and then we all get bummed out. If you're rich and you're doing freak offs, think about how you might bum out the planet, man. If people find out that you're rubbing escorts' jizz on your nipples and as you have like sex slaves and stuff and drawers full of dildos and baby oil, and this is all happening in private, and we start speculating, and then LeBron James is maybe tied in, that bums people out. That bums out Lakers fans. That bums out people. Cleveland is more bummed now. You buy Diddy rubbing a dude's jizz on his nipples and being friends with a bunch of famous people, he bummed out all of Cleveland. That's what happened, guys. That sucks, dude. Just think about I know it's hard when you're really rich and you have all these resources and you're going like, I can do anything with this. But just think about the consequences, man. You got to go to like a big crazy sex party and go to like an orgy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, like go to that and go have fun, but just keep it like one-offs. Dude, like that should be a big sex party orgy thing should be like a Christmas or should be like at a holiday. Maybe quarterly. We do it quarterly. And no slaves, dude. No sex slaves. All just like your rich friends with their masks and the eyes wide shut kind of shit. Do that. No slaves. That's a stamp that Dark Hole stands on. We don't support slavery, ever, especially the sexual kind. Doesn't matter how rich you are. It seems weird, dude. Why, a slave? You're rich. People want to fuck you. Why do you need a slave? Come on. Just let people hang out. All right, guys, that's the P Diddy report, I guess, which there should be plenty of coming up because that trial's ongoing. You think he's going to go in, or do you think they're going to nab him? You think he's going to jail?
Oh yeah, there's so much stuff to get him on.
You think so?
And the trial that's going on right now is just one of many trials, one of many things he's being tried for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like after this trial, there'll be another trial and another trial and another trial. Wow. Okay. Because someone told me that they're not gonna get him. They're like, he's gonna walk. They were like, he's gonna walk. That's what this person said to me. And they said because they're trying to get him on like RICO and then sex trafficking. And I was like, it is sex trafficking. And he went, no, it's escorts. Escorts aren't illegal. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you can pay for company, but the sex just happens. Like you're not paying for the sex, and it's like can't prove that someone paid for the sex. And it's like, I don't know. I think they got him, dude. I think they got him. I think Diddy might be going to jail. They did the old man thing on him. This is what, if you notice, anytime like someone rich and famous gets nabbed, it happened. Harvey Weinstein did it. Diddy's doing it. I think Vince McMahon kind of did it, but he didn't go to jail. But once the case opens up that they go, oh, you're doing weird sex stuff, all of a sudden you're a feeble old man. Like Harvey Weinstein had the walker, Vince McMahon had the cane. Now Diddy has the gray hair. He's like, oh, my hair, look at how I'm old. I'm old. Do you want to send an old freak off man to jail? Come on. Let me have one last freak. I'm going to die. Let me die in a freak off outside. That's what they're trying to convince the public about. Okay, guys, what's going on with me? Guys, for our guest digital exclusive episode right now, we have something that the kids are getting up to. It's called the Chromebook Challenge. So kids all over the Americas, this always seems to be like America first thing. I think schools in other parts of the world seem to be less of a breeding ground for chaos. They seem to be more about education, which is nuts. But with a Chromebook challenge is kids are basically taking either lead from a lead pencil or a piece of metal and they're shoving it inside the USB port of a Chromebook, and the Chromebook then explodes into fire. And they do this in the classroom, okay? Pretty cool. We did stuff like this as a kid, but not that. What we would do as a kid is we would clog the toilets. That was a thing we'd like to do, is we would clog the toilets with like water and then flush them a bunch of times and then flood the bathroom. There's also, there was these, what's it called? I don't even know. It was like it wasn't a sink. It was like this giant like basin thing that you pressed your foot on, and a bunch of people could wash their hands in it simultaneously. It was very much like it seemed like it was from like a prison or something like that, or like a haunted insane asylum. But what we would do is we would take a bunch of paper towels and you would layer them over the drain so that it would like create almost like a cast and the water couldn't get through. And then you would crunch up other paper towels and you would press the thing down and put it in the hole to keep it on and just let the whole basin thing fill up. We just needed shit to do. We were bored as hell. One we would do is we would take paper towels and we would mush them together and put soap on them and then just whip them at the walls and just like stick them all over the walls. And then one dude shit in the urinals. But that was like a one-off thing. That wasn't something that turned into like a challenge, like the Chromebook challenge. That should be a challenge, actually. Shit in the urinal challenge. We're going to start that here. That's going to be a Dark Holes inspired challenge. Everyone, students across America, start shitting in urinals. No, actually, I would feel really bad if we caused that. If we caused that, dude, oh my God, that would actually upset me. Then we got Jake Cherry. That's who we're going to be checking out. Jake Cherry, he's one of those dudes who like wears like a hidden camera and then does like funny like, oh, I catch people in public doing stuff videos, which normally I don't like because I don't like you taking someone who's like, I don't want to be like, I'm not in your video. Don't put me in your video. But these are really funny and they're kind of, there's like a sentimental like sweetness to them, which makes them like kind of nice.
Can I get a hug? Just warm me up.
Sure, why not?
Gosh, you smell like potato soup.
Do I?
Yeah.
Eat me.
Pretty yummy. Come eat you?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I'm gonna eat you.
But yeah, it's the hidden camera aspect of it where it's like, shouldn't the person know they're on camera if you're filming someone? That's pretty crazy. And then, our title write-in is I was about to Eiffel Tower a girl, puked, then she left and fucked another dude. Yeah, that's the title write-in. People are coming up, they're not coming up with, they're revealing. I always am very surprised by the amount of information that people give to me about themselves. And I never expose these people. And sometimes people send me like vile things and I don't put them in the show because they're too much for the show. There was one that I left out where this dude was like, worked on like a UFO. And then he said some other thing. He's like, I have proof and I have pictures and all this stuff. And probably fake or the person is insane. But if it's real, I got no interest in looking at shit. If it's real, dude, I don't want the fucking, like, we go, look at this guy sharing secret information. It's on Dark Holes. And then the fucking FBI's up my ass being like, where'd you get this? What the fuck? And then I'm getting like fucking whatever, Men in Black, like, bloop, bloop, and they're wiping my brain and shit. So I didn't even respond to that one. Because, yeah, the options are fake. It's a lying person who's doing it for weird reasons. He's a full crazy person. And for sure it's a he. Ladies don't do this kind of stuff. And then, it is true. And then being exposed to that information ruins my life. Those are the options, and I don't like any of them. Okay, guys, follow me, fucking idiots. Remember, guys, if you haven't followed the podcast, follow the podcast. What you got to do is hit the follow button on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or anything. It really helps out the pod. And then we got our 5-star review of the week. This comes in from Wood Marcus. Che, loving Dark Holes podcast. Speaking of Dark Holes, where's the past pod about the prettiest butthole competition? Deja Vu Gentlemen's Club, Michigan? Come on, brother. I don't think we ever covered that, but I have heard of this. There is a strip club in Michigan that I think annually does the prettiest butthole competition. And these girls come and they show their buttholes. And I think people tagged me in it because they were asking for judges and they were like, Che, you should go judge this. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not against I support the competition. I think it's great. I just don't want to go to Michigan. I want to fly out to, like, what's in Michigan? Not much. There's, like, they got the Badgers or something? Whatever their team. No, they're not the Badgers. The Timberwolves or
Wolverines.
Something? The Wolverines. Okay. They have the Wolverines. I maybe go to a college football game and watch the Wolverines, but, yeah, I have no interest in going to Michigan, really. That's the part. And then I'm going to go to a tucked away, grimy strip club. Like I'm gonna spend what? I'll probably end up spending like $1,000 because let's say the prettiest butthole competition is maybe, let's say it's one day. I get to Michigan maybe a day early, and then when you're factoring like food and travel and hotel, you spend close to $1,000 to look at assholes in Michigan, dude. I could do that for free on my phone. You know what I would do? I would come in as a Zoom judge. Get me on a webcam. Get me on a webcam looking at assholes. Now we're cooking, dude. Now we're coming up with good ideas, okay? So my health stuff right now, guys, a little health checkup. Let's do a little health checkup, the 5-5. So I've been actually pretty good on like my diet stuff. I haven't drank in at least a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks. No porn because I did relapse on porn. I was doing really good on no porn, but I did relapse and I watched porn for about like 10 days. But now I'm about like 2 weeks no porn. I haven't had caffeine in about 3 weeks or so. I've really cut back sugar and stuff. What else? It's the 5 that I was trying to stay away from was caffeine, porn, booze, nicotine. I did have a Zyn somewhere. I can't remember. I did break the no nicotine, but since January I've had like 1 Zyn or maybe 2. And then what was the other piece? It was porn, nicotine, booze,
Sugar?
No, sugar wasn't on the list.
Was it gluten?
Gluten. So yeah, I've been good on no gluten too. I've been no gluten for actually a couple weeks now. And someone sent me a piece of. It's actually my birthday today. So someone sent me a piece of birthday cake.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I'm 33, guys. Yeah, someone sent me a piece of birthday cake and it was gluten free. Really sweet of them to send me a piece of gluten free birthday cake. But yeah, I've been pretty good on that. I had a really shitty gym week. I only went to the gym once this week, which is kind of ass. But it's been a chaotic week. But a lot of stuff getting done. I've been really focused and really locked in. Mentally, I'm one of the best I've ever been. I did the ayahuasca. I can't go into too much detail about it, but I did do the ayahuasca, and it was amazing. I'm not supposed to talk too much about it, but it was incredible, and I recommend that people try it. I think later, maybe like a year from now or something like that, when it's a little bit more muddied in the water of like where I went and all that kind of stuff, then I'll go into greater detail about it. But it was very, very good. And I highly recommend that people try it. Okay. Oh, gaming stuff. So I'm still playing that Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Very good game. Very good game. Loving it a lot. Playing Marvel Rivals with Cam. We streamed earlier today. It was very fun. And then I'm excited to play Doom The Dark Ages. I've been holding off on playing Doom specifically because I did the ayahuasca. They said you shouldn't like watch any horror movies or anything after doing ayahuasca. And Doom is a game where you're just like stabbing and ripping demons apart. So I was like, oh, that probably won't be good for my brain. And so I'm waiting to get into that a little deeper. Oh, yeah. Okay. And let's get to tour dates. So when this comes out, all this stuff will be cooking. We got Houston, Texas, May 28th. May 28th. And then Dallas, Texas, May 29th to 31st. We're going to be hosting the Nasty Show in Montreal, July 16th to 22nd. And then I'm going to have also another show in Montreal at Club Soda. Then Appleton, Wisconsin, September 5th to 6th. Skankfest, November 14th to 16th. North Carolina, November 28th to 30th. New Mexico, December 12th to 13th. And then they're also, I keep saying this every week, that ticket link, probably in about a month, the ticket link for La Jolla will be available as well. You can get all those tickets at CheDurena.com or punchup.live/Che Durena. Oh, we didn't do our palate cleanser. Let's do the palate cleanser now. Yeah, the Old El Paso palate cleanser. This is fucking, because it was going to kind of go from one to the next. It went perfect from like Mexican boat story to an Old El Paso commercial. Old El Paso, I used to fucking slurp that shit back when I was a kid. Here's the thing that you guys might not know about me. I grew up in Canada, but I grew up in like fucking the suburbs of Canada in kind of like a super boring like strip mall kind of town. Ain't fuck all going on, dude. And I had a white suburban mom. And I did white people taco night. Holy fuck did we do white people taco night with those hard ass fucking taco shells. I didn't have a soft shell taco. I didn't have a corn flour tortilla shell taco. I didn't even know that existed, dude. I think someone once said to me, even saying soft shell taco like the fucking hard is the primary is crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even know that existed. But that's because I was all the way up in Canada. I was far where I didn't see any Mexican people, dude. We don't really have Mexican people there. We have Filipino people. We have Indian people, and we have Korean people, a lot of Korean people, Chinese people. Those are the people. We get Asians, Southeast Asians, whatever, Central Asians? No, not Central Asia is like Uzbekistan and stuff. Whatever China Asian is, and then Korea Asian. Not really Japanese people. But we don't really get a lot of Latinos popping around. Not a lot of black people either. My dad, we're the only black people in my neighborhood. Like, it was me and my dad. There were 1.5 black people in the neighborhood, dude. No, I think there was a couple others, but for that moved in later. But for a long time, it was just us. But we did white people taco night, dude. We did it, and we fucking liked it, man. I can taste I can taste the cheddar cheese, and that fucking whatever that powder is, that like old El Paso, like taco seasoning that you put in the ground beef. Oh my God, it's fucking so good. And I actually had a hard shell. I gotta say, I didn't have a soft shell until like probably my late teens. I ate one and it was like a white flour tortilla. And I went, get this the fuck away from me. This is the worst thing ever. Because we also, Taco Bell isn't really popular in Canada. And so I think you guys get exposed to like the soft shell, the real taco earlier. And so we don't really get exposed to it. We just have white people taco night and we eat them like that, all crunchy and hard and shit. But I had like a white flour tortilla for this taco, and I went, this is horrible. And then when I moved to Mexico, and I had like a real corn flour tortilla with al pastor taco that's like cooked on the fucking spit. What's it called? Like a kebab, and they like cut the pineapple onto it and shit. I like, my mind like opened. I was like, just fucking all you need is like cilantro and onion. That's all you fucking need, dude. Oh. Then I was converted, and now I'm a soft taco primary person. But I will say, I was in the airport recently, and I was like, I gotta eat something. I'm like starving. And then so I saw this place, and I was like, hey, give me 2. I was trying to stay gluten free, so I was like, hey, do you have like corn flour tortilla tacos? And they were like, oh, well, the hard shells or corn flour. I was like, okay, give me 2 hard flour with the ground beef. And they're like, what do you want? I was like, just cheese. I think I said cheese salsa. Give me cheese salsa. Maybe some sour. Maybe I go with cheese salsa sour cream. That sounds like my mouth is watering, dude. And when I crunched into it, I think I ate 2. And then I was like, oh, I got to go to my gate. But I was like, I wish I had 2 more. I wish I had 2 more, dude. When I go to like a burrito place and they have this like when you go to like Chipotle doesn't have it, I should say. There was like your meat options are like steak, or you have like sausage or whatever. Rarely does a burrito place have ground beef. And when it does, I'm always like, let's go. Because they always make it taste like the fucking white people taco night. I like white people taco night, okay? I like it. It's good. White people taco night is good. White people taco night. We got the shredded cheese from the grocery store. And when left from the grocery store. I don't know all the words. But we would. Did you ever have white people taco night, Jorge? No, for sure.
I mean, maybe once, but I mean, that's way outside of my jurisdiction.
Yeah, you guys know that's like blasphemy to you, right?
I can appreciate it. Like you said, like we're exposed to Taco Bell, which is like mainly soft tacos, kind of in like the weird crunchy lettuce and cheese. But for the most part, regular tacos for me.
Regular tacos, dude. Yeah, no, which is the right way to go. White people taco night is its own thing. Like it shouldn't even be. It's not even really like a taco experience. It's its own creation that white people like did. But old El Paso used to fuck with that shit, dude. And so I saw this old El Paso ad, and I was like, oh, they're doing comedic stuff with old El Paso. Let's watch. Long-winded thing to get to the fucking palate cleanser. Let's palate cleanse right now.
Warm embrace of sour cream. the delightful aroma of ground
These are
beef.
candles, in case you're wondering.
The old El Paso Taco Tuesday collection. Bold, powerful, and with just enough spice to make a Midwestern mom say, "Oof, these have a lil kick to them, old El Paso candles, because your nose deserves a fiesta."
They're embracing. For one, that's kind of funny. That's kind of I didn't know Old El Paso is doing like comedic shit now. I like this sort of like Tim and Eric weird commercial. This has like Too Many Cooks kind of vibe, which we tried to watch on the pod and then realized that the video is 11 minutes long. I watched all of Too Many. Get me on an 11-minute video now? Good luck, dude. But yeah, my point was they're leaning into their branding. They know that it's white people that love Old El Paso. That Old El Paso salsa, we used to slurp that shit up too. We used to fucking love Old El Paso. Old El Paso tacos. We used to love that shit in my house. I remember my mom would take the shells and she would like put them on the rack in the oven. So they would like hang and then you would heat up the shells individually. So you had the warm shells, dude. My mom's actually a really good cook too, which is crazy that we would have like white people talking night. Because white people talking night is related. It's like, it's supposed to be like, oh, people don't know how to cook, so they have white people talking night. It's not that they don't know how to cook. It's all we knew, dude. And I can't qualify as white people. I'm not even close. But I did experience many white people. My mom, who is a white person, exposed me to white people taco night, dude. She absolutely did, dude. I was very exposed to that. All right, guys, let's get to our next section here. We have, where are we? Oh, yeah, It's Me, Juliet. Okay, It's Me, Juliet. Okay, so she does really funny, like, cooking stuff, and it's really grotesque and fucked, but I don't hate it. And it's supposed to be, like, trolling kind of content. Like, no one's actually taking this stuff seriously, but it is great. But let's watch the first one, just so you guys can get a vibe of what she's doing. It's me, Juliet.
My hot dog fountain for a summer party. First, I boil a batch of hot dogs. I always make sure there's plenty for everyone. Then I pour the hot dog water into the fountain and stack the cooked hot dogs on the different tiers. My guests can sip on the savory hot dog water or grab a dog straight from the fountain, whatever they're into. It's always an unforgettable experience for everyone and so fun. Here's how I set up my hot dog fountain.
It's always that genre of like cute girl who does like really gross, weird shit. That's a great one. I like that. We need more of that. We need more of like I'm just bizarre as fuck and my hotness hasn't slowed down my ability to generate like a humorous personality. All that set aside, hot dog fountain, I'm into. I think that's great. I don't like the drinking the hot dog water. Yeah, that's disgusting. But being able to go up to like a thing and just fucking snag a dog off of a fountain, I don't know if I would want it to be a fountain. I think if like you had a wedding, you could have like the hot dog roller, but like giant, and have like I don't know how big your wedding is. Let's like that's something that comes in late. Like, you know, you have the dinner, you have the everything, you cut the cake, everyone's blah blah blah. Then it's 2 hours after dinner and people have been drinking and partying and dancing, and you might get a little grumble. You might get a little like, oh, I could have a nosh. What's the nosh? This fucking huge, you get like a cart guy with a huge thing of the like rolling dogs, and you get to go up and look, give me that guy right there. And he just like, and then there's fixins and go fix your own guy. Here, boom, who's next? You want a dog? Boom, boom. And they're all just like rolling. You got like, let's say you got a wedding of 100 people. You get 200 dogs going, 2 dogs per person. I think that's pretty good because some people won't eat a dog, but I would eat 4. And so I'll eat up what other people don't do. I love that, like, when you're drunk at a wedding and things are wrapping up, man, and you'll see, like, there's, like, from some fucking snacks and stuff out. Maybe there was, like, some buns, some, like, small sandwiches, or, like, even just, like, a piece of bread. Dude, when the night's wrapping up and everyone goes, like, are we doing a second move or are we going home? And usually the consensus is go home. Me and my friends are all in our 30s now. You'll see me at that fucking snack table just shoving fucking bread in my mouth. On a wedding day, I'm not gluten-free, dog. I'll be scarfing bread down, putting buns in my pocket and shit. I'll walk out of there, hands, pockets full of sandwiches. Hopefully I have a date. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, we need snacks for later. It's like, we can Uber Eats. I'm like, no, these sandwiches are so good. And I'll be shitter, dude. Yeah, I progressively, what I do to not embarrass myself at a wedding is I out eat the booze. That's my move, because I'm not going to stop or slow down the drinking. I'm going to eat so much carbs that the booze can't get to my brain. It's like struggling. And then that just gets you like so lethargic that by the time the stroke of fucking midnight comes, you're done. You can't, even if the booze was strong enough or like I was dehydrated enough for it to work its way into my bloodstream, I now don't have the energy to be a loser. I can't ruin my reputation at this place because I have I've disabled my body. I've disabled my body with alcohol and food abuse. Abuse. And I'll do that for one day. And for one day, it's fine. For one day, it's allowed. I'm calling it now. For one day, it's allowed. All right, guys. Let's get to our next one, this little pickle tiramisu. This guy over here. She made a pickle tiramisu, guys.
Anyone else just crave pickle tiramisu? Today we're gonna make it. Just dip your lady fingers into pickle juice, add pickle whipped cream and layers of pickles. It's sour, salty, and sweet. I'm obsessed with it. You have to try it. Does anyone
She
else
never
just
takes a
crave
bite,
pickle
which I don't
tiramisu?
like.
Today
Like,
we're
I'm
gonna
sure
make it.
that's a
Just dip your lady
disgusting
fingers into
monstrosity,
pickle juice,
but she always fakes the bite. And I know this is all trolling content. Maybe that's part of the trolling. They go, you don't even eat it. She doesn't even eat it. And she's trolling everyone like that. Now, that being said, I want this. The hot dog tower I want like legitimately because, or the hot dog fountain or like a giant hot dog display of some sort at an event. Yeah, I want that because I would like to eat a hot dog. This is supposed to be gross. I think like if you did like a sweet pickle, like not a dill. What's this? What are the sweet? Are they just called sweet pickles? What's a sweet pickle called?
Yeah, like a sweet pickle.
Yeah, sweet pickle. Like the crunchiness and like it has to be the one they're cut like in waves, like when whatever that's called, ribbed for her pleasure. When the pickle's cut like that, give me one of those and it's sweet, and you throw it in a tiramisu. But I think a cornerstone of tiramisu is coffee. I don't think we can do the coffee flavor, but we need the texture. We need like the sweet crunchiness of the pickles, and then you get that like sort of grainy cakiness of the tiramisu. I think we're cooking. I think that's a fucking good idea. Now, we're going to another thing that this is actually, I gotta eat this. This is our palate cleanser. I'm getting hungry. My mouth is watering. I've got chicken and rice at home. Maybe I'm going to get a burrito on the way. I got a show after this. I might get a burrito on the way. Because this burrito place is so good, but the burrito isn't GF. It's not gluten-free. Fuck! God damn. All right, whatever. Show me the palate cleanser, Jorge. This is amazing.
Hi, this is an annual reminder that it's cinnamon roll and chili season. It's one of my favorite times of the year, but this is also a reminder that you don't have to try it if you don't want to.
So she does that little caveat at the end of you don't have to try it if you don't want to because people attack her. She probably gets like death threats for this, for putting chili on it. The death threat is too. I think you should only be able to send a death threat via mail. Like there needs to be some type. You can't just send it like a death threat. I can go like right now. Like I could text a person a death threat like that. I should have to buy postage and get a letter and fill it out and like fold it and do all this stuff and then like go wait in line at the post office and have someone in front of me like take too long and me get like a little frustrated and then me sort of look at other stuff and they're like, do I need to buy anything? And then like bring other stuff I need to ship simultaneously and then like not know if they got it or saw it and just assume that maybe the letter got lost. You should have to do a little work to tell someone, a stranger, that you're going to kill them. It should be a little bit of work, I think. A little bit of work. Fuck. But, and yeah, and like that, like, if you're a lady and you put chili on a cinnamon bun, and then someone wants to kill you, or they get the urge to kill you, by the time they get to the post office, they might be like, ugh, who cares? Put chili on a cinnamon bun, and you'll calm down. But that, I think, is a good idea. Would you eat that, Jorge, the chili bun?
100%. I would do that right after this.
Oh, dude, it looks so good. It looks so fucking good. Should we find a place? Can you Google a place? So there might. I don't know where's this chick located. Hold on. We're gonna try and figure out. I didn't even Oh, why? I almost pasted something. I don't want to paste right now. Open link, dude. Open link. Her name is Professional Amateur Cook. She's based in Kansas City. Her name is...
Yeah, apparently it is a Midwestern popular dish in like, where does it say? Yeah, like Iowa, Nebraska is where it's popular.
Okay, they love cake. Is it the beans? Is that why? Because in the Midwest they start doing crazy shit with chili. This cooks. This is a great idea. The fact that hasn't gotten popular in other places is a crime. I want to try the chili bun. The idea of the savory, the ground beef, the sweetness, the like crispness of the icing, the chewiness of the bun. All of it sounds incredible, dude. All of it sounds like it's going to fucking melt my balls off. We're doing a food podcast now, apparently. This whole section's food. I do like to eat. But in other places, like in Cincinnati, they're putting chili on spaghetti. There's Cincinnati and St. Louis. Both you places, St. Louis has good barbecue. Cincinnati has fuck all in terms of food. Nothing. But one thing that St. Louis does is they have this place like Emo's Pizza. You get deep fried ravioli. Ugh, it's disgusting, dude. It's disgusting. This is, if you live in a place and you have a weird thing that you eat, and you go, hey, why isn't this in any other place? It's because it sucks. Putting chili on spaghetti sucks, okay? No one wants to put chili on spaghetti. It's also not that far from just a fucking marinara. It's shitty. Like, it just doesn't blend well. You don't want beans on pasta. Why are we adding more carbs to this meal? Anyways, my point is, Cincinnati ain't got fuck all going on. Your Skyline chili or Gold Star chili, your diarrhea factories. If someone from Cincinnati is listening to this and you're like, oh, what the fuck, and you're getting all worked up about it, does it give you diarrhea? Answer the question right now. Does it give you diarrhea? Because the answer is, fuck yeah, it does. It does. You know it. Every person I talked to in Cincinnati, I said Gold Star or whatever the fucking else it was. Is Gold Star or fuck, what was it called? I just said it. I don't know. I can't remember the names. Or like Wild Fart or whatever the fuck it's called. But you'll go, they'll be like, you got to get this one or you got to get that one. And you go, which one is better? And they'll go, they both give you diarrhea. They both, you're going to get diarrhea from it. You go, what? And they're like, yeah, but you got to get it. You got to get it. And it's not good, dude. Everyone who I talk to who's eating it, who's not from Cincinnati, you guys got like lead in your pipes or something like that. That's what's going on. Actually, Google that right now, Jorge. I think that's a true fact about Cincinnati. I think they have like 70% lead pipes. And this is why they're eating fucking chili on spaghetti. This is what happens when you have a lead diet.
I also couldn't find any place that sells cinnamon rolls with chili in New York City.
Fuck! We're going to have to do that on our own. We're going to have to do that. It's going to have to be, we're going to have like a Dark Holes cooking special. And then we just fucking eat cinnamon buns with chili on it. We'll cook it all up in here. We'll bring like a hot plate and shit. They got lead pipes?
Yeah, in August of 2024, they had to replace 3,600 different lines of pipe around the greater Cincinnati area because of lead poisoning and stuff like that, to the point where 50,000 letters had been sent in to the point, and that's how they decided to replace it.
Dude, so they knew, dude. They knew that they were fucking full of lead. That Cincinnati, you guys are full of lead, and that's why you're putting chili on spaghetti, and you're eating your diarrhea chili, and you're like, you gotta eat it, dude. You're leaded up. You're full of fucking lead, okay? And you know what? That's not good. That's not good. You gotta stop. First thing you gotta do is if you get the craving to eat chili on spaghetti or eat Gold Star chili, you go, I got lead poisoning. That's the first sign of lead poisoning, is craving Gold Star chili, okay? The craving to eat your shit fucking garbage food is lead poisoning. Then you go, leave Cincinnati. Leave it. The Bengals? The one thing you guys got cooking is that zoo. You got that zoo. You know what happened at the Cincinnati Zoo?
Is that where the day that changed the world forever?
Yeah, it's the day that changed the world forever, dude. Yeah, dude. That's the one thing they got cooking. Is it's fucking, big ups to Harambe. Fucking rest in peace. Rip, dude. Rip. You okay? You want me to do my? Okay, I got this joke that's like Harambe adjacent that I cut it for a long time ago, but we'll do it here on the pod. Just when you guys know, I'll be doing a racist thing in this at one point. Actually, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. I just realized I was like thinking about the algorithm and I was thinking about all this different stuff and it getting clipped. And I'm like, I want control. If I'm going to put it out, I want more control of it and be able to control the context a little bit better. But guys, oh fuck, we got so many write-ins. I actually got so many write-ins this week and we don't have a lot of time left, and I definitely want to get into this title write-in because this one, you have the phone thing lined up, right? So I didn't listen to this guy sent in a voice note, like a 3-minute voice note breaking this down. I didn't listen to it before, so there is a small chance, actually I don't know, not a small chance with Che Durena fans, there is a chance that this gets cut, but just play the audio, Jorge. Don't show who it was sent by or anything like that.
It is a 4-minute voice note. So.
4-minute voice note. So we're going to listen to it. So the title of this is, I made my apprentice do a shot of my girlfriend's period blood, sold as snake blood. Story is nuts. Okay, let's get into it. Let's listen to it. I want to hear it. I've never heard it before.
Hey dude, so I thought I'd just send you a voice message instead. My name's Sam. I live in the UK.
Nice.
And I'm a plumbing and heating engineer. And the company sent me this lad called Ben who had worked in a telephone sales role for his whole life. He was about 30 and he wanted to be a plumber. And after a few months of working with him, he was complaining all the time that his hands were hurting and they were always swollen and sore. And I do a lot of Muay Thai, kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. So one day I came in and I had some tiger balm wrapped around my wrist in like a wrist sling. And he smelt it and he was like, wow, what's that smell? And I said, oh dude, it's this stuff that we put on when we're boxing and stuff that it's good for inflammation around your wrists. So he tried some of it and he absolutely loved it. He said it was the best thing ever. And it kind of spun the story onto us when we have Muay Thai fights. We cut the head off of a snake and drain the blood into a shot glass and we eat the beating heart and then we drink the blood before we go into the ring and fight, which is like an old school Thai story. Back in the day, like in ancient times, that's what they used to do. They may still do it in some poorer regions. Anyway, told him about it and I said we were going to get a big delivery from Thailand before our next fight, and it's really good for like inflammation and like health and vitality. And I said to him, you're a pussy, you wouldn't drink it anyway. And he said, no, I will. So put an order in next time you get some. So my girlfriend at the time, she was like vegan and stuff, like a proper hippie. And she used to use a moon cup, which is like a silicone shot glass that you put inside a vagina when it's bleeding, instead of tampons. And I got her to harvest the blood for me. For the next period. And then got some of my dad's warfarin, which is a blood thinning tablet, crushed them up with a couple of spoons, mixed it round in a smoothie, and then ordered some bits online like a styrofoam ice pack and some Thai stickers, and yeah, basically packaged the whole thing up, took it in with some dry ice to work. All the lads that we were working with on site knew about it, and we went into the canteen and he proceeded to do a shot of my girlfriend's period blood, thinking that it was snake's blood. Safe to say, as soon as he drank it, everyone went fucking crazy. And he ran out of the canteen at work, phoned the boss, and then I was summoned to the office and they were threatening to charge me with like biohazard and bullying, and I got fired. So, yeah, there's your story, buddy.
Okay, it keeps going. You did leave an 8-second thing after that it took me a while to press on it. Yeah, I think if you maybe...
And yes, I'm currently doing a shit while I told you that story.
Holy shit. The level of fiendish behavior that needed to go into that is diabolical, dude. Oh my God. You had to like ordering the tie stickers and all that kind of stuff, getting the fucking the blood thinner, like you thought of all the steps to get this guy to drink the period blood. And the crazy part is, if you had done this to someone else who was like less of a, because the way you kind of describe this guy was he was a little bit of a weenie, they might have laughed it off. They might have been like, "Oh, you fucking got me," or they would have snapped. If you did it to the wrong guy, he would have snapped and like tried to kill you. But this guy was such a weenie that he just like freaked out. And you like, yeah, you got fired. Oh, I wish I listened to that before, because I would want to like follow up. Like, did you get a new job? Was it worth it? Because yeah, you really like fucked up your life for this bit. But that's like committing to the bit on like as a human being, I'm disgusted. As a comedian, I am deeply impressed by the ability to commit to the bit. You went through all the necessary steps to get all the tools. You had so many moments to, like, when you were crushing up the blood thinner to put it into the period blood, to make it into something drinkable. There were so many moments you could have been like, this is wrong. This is inhumane. But you committed to the bit, dude. Oh, and then you like that. Also, that guy, why did he want to be a plumber? I don't know. Maybe there's something that he glamorized about it. He kind of lived his whole life as sort of this soft dude, and maybe he just like he's like, I need to like man up and get like a physical job. Maybe he just wanted like a skill. He just like, I want like a real skill that I can use in life. Maybe that was part of it. But whatever his motivation was, he just didn't like, yeah, the trades, like being a blue collar guy, it's kind of like you got to be a dude of dudes. You can't be a soft man. Like, I don't think I would make it in the blue collarness, or at least would get beat down. It would take me a long time to adjust before I was able to hang with these guys. And also, I'm dumb with shit. I think I could have never like been on a construction site or like had that kind of job, because I like forget shit all the time and I fuck shit up. And it's like you fuck up someone's pipes and you do like a shitty job, and then you're just like yeah, I think I would have gotten fired a ton. But he made himself a mark. Like, you probably wouldn't have done this to a lot of the other guys there, because you knew they would have snapped and would have like tried to get revenge, or they're like real dudes and would have like cranked you in the head with a wrench or something. But you know, this dude was a mark and he was safe to attack. But yeah, there was so many points where you could have pulled back and you chose not to. And that's like, yeah, as a comic, I think amazing, because there is now a lot of people who look back on that, and that's one of their greatest stories. Like, just how you told me that story right now, that everyone who was part of that moment where they screamed and they were like, "Oh my God, da, da, da," the guy who that happened to, that might even be the most interesting thing that ever happened to him. But you gave like the fucking greatest like bar story, campfire side story, just the best like shooting the shit with the boys story. You gave a story so good that when someone has that story and they get introduced to a new group, the guy who knows that guy goes, yo, tell them the story about the period blood. Tell them the story. And then he goes, so I was plumbing, I was working at this place. And that story lives in infamy with all these people. It is the amount of like joy and entertainment you created out of that is kind of worth this one guy's embarrassment. It's really shit. But maybe that was a good moment for him. Maybe that did shake. It was such a traumatizing thing that he like manned up and became a better person for it. Maybe everyone benefited off of it. Maybe. And your girlfriend was vegan. The period blood was probably healthy for him. Maybe he needed it. Maybe like he got like an iron boost in there. Who knows? Who knows, dude? But wow, what a crazy story. Also, something that happened this week, not actually maybe, I was going to say we got a lot of write-ins about femboys, but I don't know if it was a lot. It was 2 or 3. But we got the most write-ins we've ever had, but we've never had femboy write-ins before. But all of a sudden, femboy stuff started popping up. I don't know. Did I put the femboy one in here? Because I got so many write-ins, I kept a bunch of them, and we'll use them on other episodes if we're ever running low. Which I don't know if we ever will again, because now it seems like the write-ins are coming in like crazy. But this person wrote in and said, I'm secretly into femboys, but I play it off as a joke to all my close friends. They can't know. And then I asked him, I was like, what would happen if they found out? And he said, they would crucify me. And the crazy part is that he jokes, you don't have to talk about femboys at all. You never have to, femboys isn't something that comes up regularly for most people. I wouldn't think. It's not something that ever comes up with me and my friends or my family. Like, I know that they exist. And I see glimpses of their society online, but they're not something that I ever interact with or feel the need to bring up. So him making jokes about femboys all the time, if anything, it's going to raise suspicion with his friends. But secretly into femboys, you're gay. You're gay. Yeah? But like not all the way gay.
You appreciate a certain aspect of the male form, but in a feminine way.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like a quarter of the way there.
Yeah. I would say 2/3. Yeah, you're like, it's a dude. It's gay. It is gay, but it's not like, I don't know. We need like a gay guy to kind of hone in, not hone in, but give his opinion on this.
Well, it's like, is the person into the femboys as like a sexual object and like they're craving the feminine energy but with the penis, or is it just like the aesthetic of them, like how some people like a goth girl or like a muscle guy or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Is it like if they had a pussy, would he still be into them? Yeah, that's a very important distinction. I think he knows they have a dick. That has to be a factor, because it's like you would just be jerking off to like e-girls or something like that, because that's usually the genre. Femboy is usually like e-girl, but like not that. At least the ones that I've seen, it seems like that's what they've been. So I think you're gay. Maybe you're bisexual. I shouldn't say gay. You're not straight. Let's put that's we can confirm that. That's confirmed. But I think your friends would probably, if they're your real friends, if you came out, if you're like, it's obviously a very vulnerable thing to like open up your sexuality. So if you came out of the closet, I think your friends would be chill and like nice to you about it. They maybe would bug you every now and again. What, like, hey, well, you suck a dick recently? You'd be like, shut up, blah, blah, blah. But if they're your real friends, they should be nice to you. I think you just need to be gay is the like long and short of it. But I would like to get a gay dude to weigh in. If you're a listener and you're gay, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Is it, if you're a quote unquote straight dude, like, okay, how do we frame this? I didn't get enough information from this guy. I thought he was going to give me more info, because I did get the follow-up and he just said they would crucify me. And now I'm realizing I have so many more questions. From a gay man, what I'm asking you, let's say if this dude is only fucking femboys, would you consider him gay? I would. I would say yes, gay. But let's say he's only fucking femboys, but he wouldn't fuck like a masculine man. Is it just like a different genre of gay? Because you guys have like genres of gay people, like bears and otters and stuff like that. Is this just like a genre of gay person that is like more niche? If he's fucking women but also fucking femboys, is that, it's definitely bisexual, but like what level? I need someone who's more understanding of that world to kind of give me the insight. I think that's the show. We don't really have time for any more. We're fucking running out of time. I think, we have a bunch of write-ins. We'll either put them on a different episode or we'll put them on the extra app. Well, maybe we just do a write-in heavy episode. I do want to do the Chromebook challenge. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We might move through stuff fast and then just do a bunch of write-ins. Anyways, that's the episode. If you guys want more Dark Holes content, go check us out at Dark Holes on all platforms. You can check us out on Gas Digital. Use offer code CHE to get all the content, all the extra stuff, the exclusive episode that we're about to record, and then all this other Gas Digital content, guys. We appreciate you guys coming out. All right, bye.